ALCS playoff team from last year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun to give to the back. Hines is way ahead for 3 out to the 16. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking to throw on first down. Working the middle. Gashes the heart of the D. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. They'll run it from the gun. A
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man in the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Texas A&M going quickly. Off play action on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Catch in the middle, it's Castellanos, and they swarm him under. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. It's caught. He's loose on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, Willie.
Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. He got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line.
Here we go, here we go. To the line. Ready, cookie.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Six propane. Right. Let's go.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the point after is good. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Horn. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
It's complete to the left. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. Quick step and go. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Going to look downfield again. He's moving out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Ready to send the offense onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Steps away to find some room. Throw into the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's golden. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Gets it out fast. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. And his molars are probably rattling Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Aggies moving quickly to the line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. To the air on first down. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Right on the money. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Complete downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Completes it in the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to throw on third down. Skips away from pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback keeper. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And he puts through the extra point. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside kick this thing and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out there.
He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
To the air on second down. And the ball's loose in the backfield. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin. And you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Turning it on. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Rebels are marching down the field. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by a field goal over Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you've got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the ground with the back. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
From the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, his quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Ole blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Working on the right. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And that one will give him the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Pulls it, fire complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's golden. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Under fire. Hard running there. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Lost a throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Castellanos. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Aggies are in the hurry-up.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down. Now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fakes the grab. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggie.
job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Coming out with it, it's Horn. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play action has success, has a lot to do with selling that thing. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch him.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. So the fourth down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play race is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down. Looking for more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Horn. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Rebels! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. He's got it out. Can they catch him? He will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Temple is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in Philly deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 21 to Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Fires to the big fella, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Stepping up to help this defense on third down. Now on the move. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Well, if they're going to come back and win this game, they need this guy's athleticism to take over, throwing it and running it. And a nice job there, David, of him understanding the situation, getting out of bounds to save some clock.
Yeah, get as much as you can, get out of bounds, because you can't have that clock ticking the whole time. Now, guess what? I can organize my next play. I can communicate it well. I don't have to be in such a hurry now where it gets frantic and sometimes things go wrong.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Oh, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
How about the pressure now? The field goal kicker's got to be feeling. After that incompletion, he's now coming out. He's going to have to make a big-time kick with tremendous pressure on him to save his team and send them into OT.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. That's reeled in. It's golden. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Right down the boulevard. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. Firing to the right, complete.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Balls it in. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M. They strike first in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. What a shot that quarterback took.
You definitely don't want to take many of those shots. I know the result was really good, but you don't want to get rocked and socked, and you definitely don't want your head to go.
Down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Horn. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical. And he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the 2nd level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in the backfield.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Got enough space. Touchdown, Rebels. They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest, will cross that goal line, will take care of you, will make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Now first down here in the second overtime. They'll run it out of the shotgun. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short. A run for the quarterback. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Horn. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
And I think that pass play was simply designed just to get him the football in space and let him do the rest. Obviously, they're not throwing that into the end zone, but they feel like they've got guys, especially at the running back position, that if you just give them an opportunity, they can make people miss and score like he did right there.
They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that. Every time you go into the booth, I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.